Hello and welcome to our Step 11 class. As always, you want to be seated in a chair that's not on wheels, that's flat to the earth so you can ground down. If you're short and your feet don't touch the ground, then grab a book or a block to put your feet on so that they're flat. You can start by sitting back in the chair and closing your eyes and just noticing your breath. And for tonight's practice, I'd like you, when the eyes are closed, to focus on the third eye, which is seated here at the center of the forehead, right above the two eyes. This is called the third eye because this is where we focus and collect the energy for intuition, imagination, inner vision. And so as you close the eyes and focus the eyes here to this point, we call the ajna point, we are bringing in that energy. So feel the breath in and out of the nose as you focus on that spot. And for this beginning part, if you're wearing glasses like me, go ahead and take them off. Keep them somewhere safe nearby, like I just put them on my thigh. But giving your temples a rest from the constant pressure of the eyeglasses. And also allowing your brain to connect to the fact that you don't have to use the two eyes right now. So slowly take deep breaths and notice your body and your mind starting to relax into this present moment. If your eyes are still darting around, bring them back to the focus of the third eye. Inhaling and exhaling. And noticing the sensation around the nostrils. Do you feel the breath there? Is one nostril feeling a little bit more active than the other? You may notice that. This energy center in the body that's seated in the center of the head, so not just at the front, but if you were to point right here in the center of your head, just above the ear, into the center of your head, we have a light sensitive organ called the pineal gland, and that's actually the location of this third eye. The interesting thing about the pineal gland is it is that light sensitive organ. So it has the ability to assist a lot of the other organs, endocrine system in the body. And so we're going to allow ourselves today to keep our eyes closed as much as we can in this practice to bring the awareness to the third eye, to the pineal gland. And there are two currents of energy that run through the body from bottom to top and top to bottom. These are energy channels that work in a helical pattern up through the body, through all the energy centers. They come through the nostrils and they meet here at the third eye. That awakens to these superpowers of intuition and inner knowing and visioning. So we needed to integrate and balance the energy coming through the nose. We're going to work on a breath called alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to take our right thumb. Most people are right-handed. You can use your left if you need to. With your index and middle finger, you're going to place that on the third eye, and then you're going to use your thumb and pinky finger to toggle your nostrils shut one at a time. Again, you can switch off and use your other hand if you need to. So once you're there, spine nice and straight, go ahead and plug up the, well, take a deep breath in through both nostrils first. Then plug the right nostril and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Close it and open the right and exhale. Inhale through the right. Close it, open the left and exhale. Inhale through the left. Switch, exhale to the right. Inhale up the right. Exhale out the left. Inhale up the left. Exhale out the right. Inhale up the right. Do this several more times on your own. Do one more round where you end inhaling up the left side, up the right side, sorry. So you'll exhale out the right. You'll inhale back up. And then you'll exhale through both nostrils, releasing. And then continue to breathe through both nostrils deeply. You're going to notice a lot more breath. You're going to notice a lot of energy. Some people notice tingling sensation around the nostrils, or a more enhanced sensation anywhere in the head in general. So with this heightened awareness, bring your hands into your heart and bow your head, remembering that we are working our steps. And as we work through the steps, we come finally to step 11 of the 12 steps, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him or her, praying only for knowledge of His or her will for us and the power to carry that out. So prayer and meditation come in many, many forms. If you're here already at step 11, you already have a connection to your higher power, whatever form that's taking for you. Take a moment to connect with that higher power. You can say God, you can say Goddess, universal consciousness, or Great Spirit. You can say nature, you can say whatever the higher power is to you. The intention as we're practicing is to clearly see through this visioning our higher power's will for us, to clearly see. So one of the energies when this center is blocked is illusion. And so the illusion gets in the way of this clear vision and our ability in connecting with our higher power to see this will for us. So as we continue the practice today, if anything comes up for you that you clearly can see as being an illusion or potentially feel as an illusion, make note of it. Prayer and meditation is something that you have to work constantly on. You have to create energy towards. It's not something that always comes right away. So we continue by separating our palms but keeping our fingertips together. And this is called the Hakini Mudra, okay, Hakini gesture. All fingertips are touching and it almost looks like a pyramid. And then you slowly bring this up to the third eye and let the thumb touch. So if there's something that you're feeling might be wrought with illusion in respect to clearly seeing your higher power's will for you, ask for that to be removed and to see clearly. To see clearly and to understand what that higher power's will is for you. As this mudra helps to train the brain and the higher brain centers to focus in this clear sight. So we're working with the invisible realms here, guys. This is something a little bit different. You may want to lower the hands if they get tired. You can hold them at your heart. Just breathing deeply, focusing on that connection. Noticing if your eyes are darting around, because remember, we don't need to see with those physical eyes. We have a third eye, a higher vision that we're looking to see with. And when we look with those two visual eyes, a lot of what we see in the world is not true. There used to be a phrase, I only believe things I can see with my own two eyes, but we know today that not everything that we see or read is true. So the only way to know that truth is to come within, to clear all the blocks and energy and come within. Once we're clear in these lower energy centers and energy is flowing up and down the channel, once we clear and activate the energy to the third eye, then we will start to really understand what is known as our truth and the truth. So we're going to take our hands down for a moment and do some eye exercises, yoga eye exercises. If you are wearing glasses, you can have them on or off. So I'm going to take mine off again because I like to practice them that way, but it's up to you. You can also perform these with the eyes open or closed. Certainly, if you get a headache or start to get dizzy, you want to close your eyes. And in that case, if you get a headache or dizzy, just focus your eyes here again at the third eye. Otherwise, we're going to take the eyes and bring them up towards the crown of the head. And you're not going to move your head or body, just the eyes. And you're going to take them down past your nose towards your chin, looking down. Then you're going to take the eyes back up again through the center of the nose and to the sky. Now we'll do this with breath. So we'll exhale, bringing it down, and we'll inhale, bringing it up. 2 more times. Now we're going to take the eyes towards our left ear, and we're going to go across the head from the left ear to the right. So again, do it with your breath. Inhale to one side, and exhale to the other side. And do this several times, 5 or 6 times. If you're breathing slow, then the movement is slow with the breath. And you're going to end at the third eye again. And now we're going to visualize a clock with the numbers that go around in the circle, not a digital clock, but the old-fashioned kind. And we're going to take our eyes clockwise. So take your gaze or your eyes to 12 o'clock. Now we're going to move the eyes to 1 o'clock and take a full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now 2 o'clock. Inhale. Exhale. 3 o'clock. Full breath. 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12 o'clock for a full breath. And we're going to go counterclockwise. So 11, full breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to that 12 o'clock position. If your eyes are open, close them and bring the gaze to the third eye. And notice if it's easier to focus there now. Come into the Hakini Mudra to accentuate the energy here. Continue to breathe. You can stay in Hakini Mudra. You can lower that mudra to your heart if you want. So we're working on this beautiful third eye chakra, this energy, sixth energy center, and a couple of things that to put it into a little bit more of context is the energy here is light. So that goes with the light organ here in the pineal gland. And the color is indigo. So that might look like dark blue for some of you. Some people call indigo the midnight sky. And so the mantra or the affirmation that we use here is I see. So you might be adding the inhale I, exhale see. I see. And we're going to hold this just for another breath or so. Perhaps maintaining that the eyes stay closed. And then go ahead and release the Hakini Mudra. Take another couple of deep breaths in and out. Notice the energy here. Are you feeling the energy more in the head, the space around the head, the eyes? Are you feeling lighter? As we move up the body in these energy centers, as we concentrate our energy, the energy gets lighter. It's very dense in the lower chakras, and it's very light in the upper. So we're going to take another moment, and I'm going to guide you through a little meditation. If guided meditations are difficult for you, then do this twice. So we're going to start by focusing on the root chakra, the first chakra, energy center at the base of the spine. Remember the color is red. So visualize a red ball of light at your root. If you can't see the color, that's all right. Maybe you feel, what is the sensation of my root chakra feel like? If you're able to see the red, fantastic. Stay with the color because this is a color meditation. See the ball growing larger. Maybe see the red light searing down the legs into the feet and connecting you to the earth. Start to allow yourself to move that light back up to the root, the base of the spine. And then start to send the light upwards through the body to the sacral center, second chakra, which is just below the navel, and begin to see the color of an orange ball of light here. Notice if you can see the orange light. Some of you won't be able to. So now do you feel the energy around the sacral center? What does it feel like? That's a water element, so it might feel more fluid. And seeing that ball of light spiraling clockwise and growing larger, filling in the hips, the low back, the low belly. And moving your awareness upward again, draw the light, the orange light upward to the solar plexus, which is now above the navel center. And see the light turning into a yellow orb at the solar plexus. A yellow orb of light spiraling clockwise, filling the abdomen, filling the sides of the trunk of the body, and growing and growing. And then allowing that light to travel upward again to the heart chakra, the heart center, cardiac plexus, where it turns to a green light. Visualize the orb of green light deep at the center of your heart, spiraling clockwise and growing to fill the chest cavity and the upper back, to spill over the shoulders and down the arms into your hands. And you continuing to notice that what I didn't mention in the solar plexus chakra is a fiery energy you might have felt. And here in the fourth chakra is the element air. So maybe you just feel this airy quality in the arms and chest. And certainly connecting to the breath here will help you find that. It's a big chakra that leads upward into the neck and throat, the throat chakra. So feel the light come up and visualize here in the throat that light blue ball of pranic light filling your neck as it spirals clockwise. Filling your neck, your throat, and your jaw with that light blue light. And then moving the light up through the face, through the eyes to the third eye as it turns indigo. Visualizing an indigo ball of light deep in the third eye center, growing and spiraling, encompassing most of the head, the ears. This chakra is about what we see, but it also encompasses all of the other areas in the face and parts of the brain. And we're going to draw that color upward one more time to bring it to the crown of the head, where we'll have the seventh chakra, which is a violet color. So see if the color, a ball of violet light at the crown of the head. See if you can visualize that. And next time we'll get into that chakra at the seventh, at the crown. And we're going to send the energy back down. So from the seventh chakra, that violet light, draw the light down into the third eye, the indigo light. Down into the throat, visualizing the light blue light. Down to the heart for the green light. Down into the solar plexus, the yellow light. Sacral plexus, the orange light. And the root, the red light. And then if you were to visualize your whole 7 chakra system, what would it look like? Would it look like a row of Christmas tree lights all lit up? So we're going to bring our hands into our heart. And so as we come back here into prayer or meditation, as we bow our head, I'll remind you of this step, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him or her, praying only for knowledge of his or her will for us and the power to carry that out. We're going to end by inhaling this up, the prayer towards our higher power that we clearly see its will for us. Come into the Hakini Mudra, bring it to the third eye for that clear vision. Down, anchor it into your heart. And we'll finish out our practice for today. So, thank you for connecting with me, with your higher power, with your true self, as we continue this journey of sobriety. The light and the dark in me bows and honors the light and the dark in you. Namaste.